Hi there. Welcome to another episode of the Art of Life podcast. So, this is our podcast where we learn how to heal our life. We learn ways to look at our life in a different manner so that it becomes a whole lot easier, a whole lot magical. Everything flowing a lot easily and manifesting easily, being abundant, being fulfilled. That's what this podcast is about. So, welcome to the show. Today, we will talk about a topic called manifesting. You've probably heard of that, right? Sometimes you wondered about stuff that you've manifested and about stuff that you haven't been able to manifest. So, let's unpack that. First up, what does manifestation mean? Right? To me, how I look at it is thinking of an idea, creating something. So maybe you want to visualize how the next month looks like for you, and then bringing that in. So making it a reality. So creation and then allowing that to happen. Now, personally for me, I put a lot more emphasis on the allowing part, as in allowing the manifestation to come in. I have a belief that we as souls on earth, we already have a whole lot of power with our thoughts. We create our reality. I believe that when we think, there's somewhere something in the universe that already manifests that idea. So let's say if I wanted to create a rockstar business, or if I wanted to have $1 million in the lottery, that is already created. Then my job on earth, so my job as a human being, is literally to allow that to come in. So we'll delve into that a little bit. But before I dive into it, let's just look at some manifestation examples, and I'll share some of mine other great stories that I've heard. I have a very good friend. She recently told me how she was wanting to manifest a really good costly equipment for her medical practice. Now, the equipment cost about $100,000 and she didn't have that much. She didn't have enough money. She was still short of 20 grand. And yet she really wanted to buy it. This was very important for her practice. So she just went out and put it in. The guy asked her, "Are you ready to pay? Do you have all the funds?" And she's like, yep, I do. All the while knowing that she was short of 20 grand. Now, lo and behold, she's still thinking what she's to do, but she's talking to the universe and just telling the universe that, you better make this happen. This has to materialize. I don't know where the money is coming from, but just send it my way. And so her parents called her and they said, "Well, we have given your brother 20,000 grand and we think we should give you this money and we should give your sister this money as well." Being the good soul that she is, she did try telling them, "It's okay. I don't really need it. It's all right." But well, she did get the 20,000 grand, just the exact amount that she needed to buy that equipment for. I'll share another of my stories. So this goes back to some time, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was listening on YouTube to someone who manifested a check in today's world. And that time I was just starting my own journey with meditation. So all of this was relatively new. And I went like, well, check. It's not something that I have a huge resistance against. So let me just see, maybe can I manifest a check for myself? So I put that small intent out there, really didn't even do anything much, and left it at that. Maybe about a month after, I got a check in my mailbox. Now, in today's day and age, nobody sends a bank check. But this was a bank check by an electricity company. I had a business that I was running, and apparently the power had gone off for some time. The laws required that if the power is off for some time, you credit the business people. So I got a little check. I got a little bank check in my mail. Another example, I've probably previously shared this in my podcast as well, is around a job. I wanted to have a job that would really allow me to spend time with my son, that would give me a lot of flexibility as well. And I was doing some meditation courses during the day, so I wanted to be able to do those as well. And to make things a little bit miraculous, of course, I wanted the job to be really well paying and somewhere where I would have an amazing team, really bond well with everybody, and have a very good time, very mutually fun time for everyone around me and for me as well. And I got that. This wasn't even a job that I applied for. I happened to chat with someone who wasn't even in my city. And he asked me, where are you these days? What are you doing? I told him I'd moved and now I'm in this city. And he went like, well, they're looking for people there. Just send me your CV and I'll see if something works out for you. Now, the type of job at the time, like I wasn't looking at this industry, I wasn't looking at the work style in terms of the roster. I really wasn't looking at anything which would have on a regular basis some time away from my family. I wasn't looking at that at all. If I try and analyze this, there's probably very, very little probability that I would have even looked at this job. Like I said, I wasn't looking at this industry. I wasn't looking at these sorts of roles. Really, nothing on my radar at all. But it gets even better. I applied, and that was the exact match for the profile that they were looking for, and I got the job. And then afterwards, my boss and I, we are talking. When I got my contract after that, I'm like, well, this doesn't exactly suit me. And he's like, don't worry, we'll just make it work. You join, and then whatever days you want or whatever time you want for doing your own things, you'll be able to do that. And I'm sure we'll be able to work out a balance. That's how the flexibility turned out. The team was amazing. My boss was amazing. I had the most amazing time working there. A whole lot of growth, a whole lot of contribution for the team as well, and a whole lot of personal growth for me as well. So really, really good. Now, if this manifestation story inspires you, I really hope it does. I do encourage you to set out some manifestations for yourself. A lot of times, I think we go through life and we don't ask enough. We don't tell the universe enough that this is what we would like to have. Start chatting and just start going, well, this is what I'd like to create. This is what I like. Just have those conversations. There's no harm, but just let the universe know. Now, as I'm speaking this, there are perhaps a whole lot of you who are saying, well, my manifestation hasn't worked for me. So let's talk about the times when manifesting doesn't work. It's happened with me as well. A lot of times when I analyze this in my own meditation space, as I investigate why is it that I haven't been able to manifest something, I realize that a whole lot of times it's my own beliefs, it's my own mindset. So I'll give you an example. I was looking at my time with my son, and I was just wondering, why is this not as joyful, as fun as I would like it to be at the moment for me? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? And so I looked at it in my meditation space. I looked at how much I allowed myself as a mother to receive and how much I allowed myself as a mother to give. My own answer for myself was that I was good in terms of giving. That space was really open. When I looked at myself in terms of receiving, that place wasn't that open. Now, some of you might know this if you've listened to my podcast, but I lost my daughter when I was 31 weeks pregnant with her. And there's an episode where I've talked about my own self-forgiveness journey as well with that. So when I lost her, and I lost her when I was sleeping, I really did hold a lot of guilt for myself. How could I let that happen? And somewhere with that, the whole space of receiving as a mum, I blocked that off too because I was telling myself I'm not a good mum. So you see how the beliefs come into play, and then that stops me from experiencing the joy of motherhood fully. So I would like you to think about whatever you wanting to create and bring into this life. I would want you to think from a point of view of, are you allowing that to happen? Let's say you want to manifest a really good relationship. Before you start doing that, I want you to see, where are you at in terms of love? Where are you at? What is your vibration? Are you feeling good with yourself? Are you feeling loved? Are you feeling enough, complete? Are you feeling like you've got it? Are you feeling like you are deserving of love? Because my experience is that life will give you back the vibration at which you are vibrating. If you manifest something with fear, then you will get that back. In your relationship, maybe the other person will come around and say, well, I'm really afraid of committing to a relationship right now because you manifested from a place of fear. The world that we see around us is a mirror to us. It's a mirror to how I'm feeling, and it's not a punishment. It's more our soul's way of showing us the reality of where we are vibrating so that we can clean that and then become more abundant and more fulfilled versions of ourselves. I believe the soul has every capability. The soul is really capable enough, empowered enough to bring you whatever you want. All you're working in this lifetime is literally that piece around bringing it in, around allowing that to come in. So maybe you've had a past relationship where you felt scared, where you felt unloved, unsafe. It's time to heal that and then step into a relationship. And as I say, that doesn't mean that you have to 100% heal, because to a lot of extent, healing is a work in progress. As long as you are living, you will be healing, you will be growing, you will be expanding in new areas of your life. But what I do mean is that clear out some of the really important blocks and be aware of where you are at. Another example could be, let's say you want to manifest a work which has a good work-life balance, which gives you a lot of money, where you do enjoy working with the people around you and your contributions are valued, you have a whole lot of growth. So if you want to do that, examine, how do you feel as an employee? What are the triggers? Maybe sometimes you want to look at the people who had those triggers. And we often tend to punish ourselves, or we tend to judge ourselves from the eyes of someone else. That could be a past teacher, that could be a parent, that could be friends, that could be family. Write for yourself the affirmations that allow you to be who you want to be. Let's say you wanted to manifest a great relationship for yourself. Now you can start writing affirmations for yourself to first tell yourself that you are enough, you are complete, you're absolutely adorable, lovable, and a prize to be loved just as you are. Because that is the truth. It's just that sometimes we have labels and we think about things from a different perspective that shifts our thoughts. There's another episode that I've done which is around holding space for yourself. And one of the examples I give in there is that maybe in this world you've come as an apple. Now, that's just an example, so bear with me. It will make sense. So let's say if you are an apple and then you have lots of fruits around you or even vegetables around you, your role on earth is to hold your space, is to still be an apple and to enjoy being an apple, to be happy as an apple. It's not comparing with maybe the broccoli or peas or kiwis or mangoes. It's not comparing with anyone else. It is accepting that you are an apple and loving yourself as an apple. If you wanted to manifest whatever you are thinking of, I urge you to think of where is it that you're holding yourself back? Where is it that you're saying, no, like I can't have this? Let's say you want to have a whole lot of money. Play with your thoughts and imagine what would you do if you had a whole lot of money. So play with maybe $100 and say, let's say you got $100 unexpected. What happens? How do you feel? Then put in $200, put in $1,000, put in $10,000. You can even do some exercises around that. So every day you can imagine that you got more money and just say, this is what I would do. This is how I would play with it. This is how I would spend this money. Make it real and real and real. Whatever baby steps you can take. Now, a lot of manifestation coaches say that you need to feel your manifestation. You really need to believe, is because by doing that, you are allowing your internal resistance to fade away. The more and more you see that, the more and more you get ready to own it. So play with that idea and see whatever resistance is coming up. Ask yourself, oh, okay, am I stopping this somewhere? What is my belief around this? What is my mindset? What does my family say around this? Who would be the negative nagger in this one saying, I can't have this? And then just work on that. I have written a beautiful ebook on grounding. Grounding is a technique where we can release stress and anxiety by connecting with the earth. It's a mindfulness practice. You imagine that you have a connection with the center of the earth, and the earth allows you to then release anything that's holding you back. Grounding can be a really good way to let your beliefs go, to let any negative mindsets, any negative blocks that you've got, anything that's holding you back. Grounding can be a super cool way of letting all of that go and having more ownership, allowing a whole lot more of flow into your space. You can find the grounding ebook at artoflifecenter.com/grounding. That's free for you. It's really playful. It doesn't need a whole lot to be done either. Like you could practice grounding wherever you are, even while you're standing in a grocery queue. So I really encourage you to reach out for that. There is another program that I'm launching as well. It's called the Life Makeover program. As it says, it is aimed on a complete life makeover. So allowing you to have the life that you want, heal your past traumas, really living in the flow and having a magical life every day, every moment, creating a really abundant life in all spheres, whether it's your work life, whether it's your personal life, your spiritual life, everything blends together. It's all art therapy based and very gentle exercises around your mindset that help you think through stuff with a whole new angle and then bring a whole lot of expansion into your space. I cannot wait to see you there. The link for that one is artoflifecenter.com/art. I will see you next time, next week with another episode. Till then, stay happy, enjoy life, and have fun. Bye-bye.